Video sales letter funnels are incredibly powerful, and in this tutorial I'll break them down for you and I show you exactly how to run Facebook and Instagram ads to these funnels. If we haven't met before, hi, I'm Evelyn. I've spent over 25 million on meta ads in the online info and education space. I've worked with some of the biggest names in this industry and I'm currently running ads for the Skool platform. If you want more of this video is part of my 7-hour meta ads for personal brands course, which you can now get complete access to when joining the 7-day free trial of my $7 Skool community, Grow with Evelyn. I hope to see you there, and now jump into the video. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to show you some, and there's a million little nuances that we can weave into that. I just want to show you the ones that I've also tested in practice. We first have the gated video sales letter funnel. So this is where people are opting in to watch a video where you give a training, a case study, a tutorial, you tell a story, and then at the end, you pitch something. I really like this because I did this with one of my mastermind members and he had a gated funnel. And I was of the conviction that this is really just going to decrease your lead flow. What would happen if we opened this up completely and ran just ads to the video sales letter directly? And the crazy thing was that although when he was gating it, a lot less people would see his video sales letter, he ultimately did convert a lot better from the gated video sales letter. And that really showed me the power of increasing the intent by adding some friction into these funnels. So gated video sales letter and making the video sales letter something that is valuable in itself is a really, really great idea. So for example, if I wanted to sell more of my advertisement services with a video sales letter, I could go into the different strategies that I've also broken down for you. I could make a short training about that. And then I would say, and if this is you and you're meeting these criteria, then book a call. Of course, I would pre-filter through the type of training and through the copy itself who I want to opt in here. But ultimately, what we want when we gate it is that the people want to watch the video sales letter itself because it's going to teach them something, because it's going to give them value. Then we have the time delay reveal. Now, this can be done with or without gate, right? So you can have a gate and a time reveal, or you can also just have a time reveal. Time reveal basically means that the option to submit an application or to book a call or to purchase the thing is not there right away. It only reveals itself after a certain period of time. Also, again, in tests that I've run, often we will get much better results when the option to purchase, to book, to submit the application was not there right off the gate, but only after the critical information in the video was conveyed. So people were pre-sold on taking that next step. Then we have the direct video sales letter. So this is where we have an autoplay on a page, right? And the CTA is always visible. I have had the best results with direct video sales letters in funnels where they were on the one-click upgrade position. So somebody has already opted in for a free or paid resource, and now they're redirected to another page, and there we have a video sales letter playing. I've also tested autoplay versus just animated thumbnail, and I found that the conversions was higher when it was just an animated thumbnail and the people still made the deliberate decision to actually watch the video. This is something to be tested, but understand video sales letter can also be on the one-click upsell page, and then you already have higher intent, so you don't need to increase it more. Then we have a two-step quiz funnel. So this is where we start the video sales letter funnel with a quiz. So for example, hey, where's your personal brand right now? Okay, based on your answer, here is your video sales letter. So this is basically funneling people into different offers that you have for them. And of course, you don't have to create a video sales letter for every single one of them, right? So what's your current monthly ad spend? And then in this case, I would redirect them to Grow with Evelyn. If I didn't have an offer for people that are not a good fit for my Done For You, I might just say, hey, thank you, this is not for you, but you can learn for free on my YouTube channel, right? So you would guide them into different options based on how they went through the quiz. And this is also great because you can, first off, you can make quiz enticing, right? So I could do something like, what is the right funnel for you based on where you are in your business? And I can guide them towards, should you run a DM campaign? Should you make a mini offer? Should you do a video sales letter funnel? Should you do a webinar? So I can literally guide them through that process, and through that also filter. So I can make it helpful for them as well as qualifying for me. Or, we can also have pure qualification qualification here, but qualification ideally has to happen also to increase the intent. And then we also have a lead magnet to video sales letter. So this is similar to the gated opt-in, but it's a little bit different because here we are selling the video sales letter, and here we are giving away a free resource, and then the video sales letter shows you how to get the most out of the free resource. So it's basically a training on how to use the free resource with a pitch included. And like I said, all of these have worked worked extremely well for me in the past, in my own business as well as what I did with my clients. This was the first one that ever sold a membership for me. This I did extremely successfully with a client who is in a weight loss space. The direct video sales letter with the autoplay, best on the one-click upsell page, time delay, typically in combination with the gated opt-in, but also when we're directly sending traffic to the video sales letter. Often when people see it and they see, oh, there's something being offered, they're just clicking away. So all of these work, all of these are worth testing for your offer as well. And I would just start testing them basically in this order. These two can be combined, and then this is the order in which I would test. Now, how do we structure the campaign to the video sales letter? For a gated video sales letter, we have different options because we have two conversion events happen. We have the opt-in event happening, and then we also have the conversion happening that you encourage them to do in the video sales letter. So whether that's purchase a paid session with you or a product right away, or whether it's submitting an application or a call. So there is a conversion event after the video sales letter, and there's a conversion event after the opt-in. So you want to now optimize for a sales campaign. So this is your campaign objective. It's sales because we want to convert them. And you can decide if you want to, for example, optimize for complete registration after they've completed the registration, or if you want to optimize, for example, for invitee meetings scheduled if they booked in through Calendly, or scheduled if you do it with a conversion on your page, or for submit application if you have the application, or for purchase if you have something to purchase below that, right? So you can see what optimization event in my campaign gives me ultimately the lower cost per result and the better type of customer. Either way, your ad itself is always the same. It's an ad selling them on watching the free training, the masterclass, the case study, whatever title of value container your offer behind the opt-in is, your ad is selling people on checking that out. And it can be a short video ad, like a teaser, like a movie trailer, or it can also just be a simple text ad. It can also be a call out ad, typical image ad, right? So all of these, when we're now going here into a campaign that has a lot of different formats, a simple, hey, here's the training image ad, as well as a statement, as well as a short value video that says, and if you want to understand this completely, then go and watch the free training, as well as a proof screenshot. All of these can advertise the free training. So you do have a lot of options, even a lifestyle image. You have a lot of creative options to bring people to that video. What you need to understand is your primarily goal is to sell them on watch the video. Your secondary goal, and this is very important, is to prime them in the copy to self-select. So again, your copy needs to be, again, if you are this person and you want this, but not that, then this training is for you because it X, Y, Z. And then you finally have the information you need to do X, Y, Z, right? So, and who created this training, here's your proof, right, of who you are. So your ad copy and the way you're framing, it qualifies and it plants the seed that you have something to offer. So I will very often write into my ad copy, I offer done for you ad services, or I have a paid school community. And later on, they join my paid community. So I will always plant the seed that I have something to sell early on in the ad, because it will mentally prepare them and it will create higher intent and friction for the people that are not good, because I don't want the wrong people to click. I don't want the wrong people to opt in and complete registration and mess up my data set. So you need to understand that your ad really has the job of being a filter and being a qualifier and repelling the wrong people instead of attracting as many people as possible. It should attract as many people as possible in your real total addressable market, the people that are a good fit, but it also needs to do a really good job in repelling it. With the time reveal, it depends, right? If you're doing a direct video sales letter or not. If you're doing a direct video sales letter, if you just have the time reveal after they opted in, nothing changes about what I just said. If you're directly sending them to the page, you don't have the gated opt-in. You need to optimize for the conversion event you're ultimately after. So the purchase, the submit application, the schedule, the invitee meeting schedule. Here you have to just go after the event that you ultimately want. And here with the lead magnet funnel, you have the same idea as here. So you can either optimize for them completing the registration or for them becoming a lead, or you can go after the ultimate event that you want. And it is always worth split testing. I typically get 85% of the time the better results if I'm going after the ultimate conversion event that I want. But there's also 15% of cases where we can get insanely good cost per lead and overall much lower cost per acquisition if we're going just for the previous stage in the funnel. So it's always worth split testing that. Now for the two-step quiz, it depends on whether you're capturing their email for the quiz. So you can take the quiz, have them fill in, and then before you reveal the result, it's like, what's your email to send you your results and helpful resources, right? Another piece of friction to increase the intent. In that case, you can again test optimizing for complete registration or lead or for the final conversion, or you leave the quiz being what already creates the intent, and then you can again just optimize for the final conversion you're after, so the purchase or the book call or the submit application. Okay, so it depends on where you are entering. If you're entering an email capture at all, then it's worth testing optimizing for lead or complete registration. It's also worth optimizing between those two and seeing what gives you the better results versus optimizing for the final destination of the conversion. Now when it comes to advertising the video sales letter directly, for the ads, they will be the very same as the ones for the gated video sales letter. It's just that now they don't have to give you the email, but we still have to get them excited about watching the free training, masterclass, case study, etc. So the ads will be the same. For the quiz, you advertise taking the quiz and finally figuring out this thing about themselves, right? So you're tapping into their curiosity and you help them see the problem of not knowing what the quiz will reveal to them. So you're really selling them on taking quiz. But again, the secondary job of your copy is to prime them and to help them already understand who you are, what's your expertise, what you have to sell. So they need to be prepared and they also need to be filtered out. And then last but not least, we have our lead magnet. Here, very similar. We have our lead magnet. The lead magnet itself is a filter. Only the people that are a good fit for your offer should even be interested in having that lead magnet. Then you need to call them out at the beginning of the copy, break down exactly what's in the lead magnet, share how it's informed from the paid work that you do, and then ultimately have a call to action that primes on this is the first step. If you want this journey, if you want this outcome, if you want my help, this is the first step. And then you have the video sales letter after that helps them get the most out of this resource that is only valuable for them, particularly because they want to be on the journey that you can help them. And so, like I said, the meta sales campaign is always the meta campaign is sales, or you can also test optimizing for leads. This will be typically the lower quality. You will have more data more quickly, but you will have a lower lead quality. I personally love to just go with the sales campaign objective on the video sales letter funnels. And here I can just optimize for the complete registration when I want to have the email. And other than that, I can optimize for the purchase, the book a call, the submit application, or the invitee meeting schedule here in sales event. So it's always this campaign objective. And then the only variables, the things you're testing, what gets you better results is the optimization event. So do you go after the purchase right away, or do you go, for example, after the lead? And it's worth testing these to see what gets you the best results. If your video sales letter is just selling something low ticket, like a community, you always just go after purchase. So if the video sales letter is just selling something right then and there with an immediate checkout, like there's a video sales letter and then below that they can buy the mini offer with the order bumps with the one-click upsell, you just go for purchase. You don't need to test anything else about this. With the lead magnet funnel, if you do have a video sales letter that then sells them something, it can make sense to test optimizing for leads and see how your tripwire, the purchases convert. Here, only in 5% of cases that I have ever seen has optimizing for leads outperformed optimizing for purchases. All right.